attention. And who are those people? They're arm wrestling fans. But outside of arm wrestling fans, there's not a lot of attention kind of coming into sport. Now, very fortunately, that base of people, that arm wrestling fan base, is getting bigger and bigger by the day. But is it getting large enough to the extent that it can support more than one promotion with that model? And the answer to that is no. And so with AWE, we've been working towards these various innovations since day one. And Hollywood Matt Connelly you were instrumental in introducing many of the rules innovations that we now see adopted with East versus West, and especially with the replay and a lot of the setting up and the slip rules and all of those things, the stuff that looked like they were kind of lifted and adopted from AWE too. Essentially, these are things that were very much out ahead. And as you mentioned, that you've got MAC in Canada being very innovative with how their use of the table, for instance. We've got we've seen, unfortunately, the failure with the pay-per-view model as concerned with the Georgians versus the world, with our friends at High Five, for instance. Those models have demonstrably proven that the pay-per-view model without massive star power, that's going to generate the revenue. Just unfortunately, if you don't have the star power, and that means probably having Devon on your card, it is very, very difficult to sustain that model, which means that if you've got a model that's based on one individual, you don't actually have a business model. You've unfortunately, or the business model is very fragile. So what we've been working on, because we have to do what we can with the resources that we've got at our disposal, is continue to iterate, to innovate, and to work towards a version of the sport that's watchable just outside of the prism of those the arm wrestling niche. We're trying to make the sport more watchable for sports fans, and in so doing, if we can break through and permeate that and attract sponsorship dollars, that then supports our model, because we're then able to, then we have a product that is more watchable, it's broadcastable, and it is essentially going to attract attention for what it is, not who is on the card. And so what we're doing here with Last Man Standing is just another step in that direction, trying to find that highly watchable version of the sport that not just arm wrestling fans are going to enjoy and the athletes are going to love, but that casual fans of the sport that sit on the outside, that are just sports fans, that are just looking for something that's entertaining to watch for an hour, can jump on board and see an AWE event and say, wow, I didn't know much about arm wrestling before. I don't know if I know that much more about it, but I was entertained.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. And if you're not entertained with 133 matches in an hour, then, we can't do any more than that.
Exactly. You're definitely going to get your money's worth. That's for sure. And so, I mean, I think in the coming weeks, because we're going to promote the hell out of this event as best as we can to ensure that the world knows about it. And so, for those people that just joined in on the podcast, then you can come along to the event on the 18th in person. It is in Adelaide. It's at the Adelaide International Raceway, which is at Virginia. If you're a car fan and you've got a cool car, bring along. You'll be able to drive it on the racetrack on the day. There will be a strongman. There will be a world record attempt, truck pull attempt going on that day, as well as a whole bunch of other family-friendly activities. So you can bring the whole family and along with your friends and have a great day out. And if you do want to register to compete in our event, then all you need to do is head over to the AWE website. You can register there now. We do invite you to register as soon as possible, because we'd like to, get you a nice shirt as well, an AWE shirt to be wearing on the day, and we would love you to be there. This is open to everybody, so you don't have to be a AWE rostered athlete, or you don't have to be a former champion like some of those men on the screen. You don't even have to be a AWE triple champion in order to be on the table on the day. All you have to be is there and registered. So please head over to the website now, click on the links, make sure that you're registered well ahead of the event, and that'll help us plan things out even better and ensure that you're walking away with a nice AWE shirt as well.
That's right. I can't wait until the day. It's going to be a lot of fun, and even just seeing the event will just be something that to behold. And I hope we get a lot of people that just want to jump in. The great thing about it, as I said before, you don't have to be a high level elite arm wrestler. You just jump on there and away you go. And if somebody is brand new, obviously one of the best things about this sport is that people do put safety first. And if you say, oh, this is this guy's first ever match, or he's never competed before, no one's going to just blast through you. They're just gently going to take you down to the mat. So yeah, the risk of that is very low. It should be a lot of fun for everyone to be able to come along and not only with the event, but then to be able to jump on the after pool table with some of the biggest names in the Southern Hemisphere for arm wrestling.
That's right. That's right. So 18th of January, that's when you need to be there. If you're heading over from interstate, hit us up. If you do want to stay where the other athletes are staying, then let us know well in advance. Jot that down, your registration form, or direct message Matthew, and we will make sure that you know where to go for all of that.
Absolutely. Hillary has jumped in with a comment here. She says, "You're super excited for this. Will be my first time at an AWE event. Hopefully not the last." Absolutely. It should be a lot of fun. And for people who have been to the AWE events previously, you know that the high level of production and the effort that goes into making this a very consumable product, and the television stations that were happy to broadcast our products felt that way as well, and we're hoping to push forwards with that high level of production and make sure that this is something that everyone can easily consume, easily watch, and you don't need to know everything or anything about arm wrestling. You could put it in front of anybody and they would understand what's going on and be entertained.
Indeed. Well, Hollywood Matt Connelly, I think we've got ourselves a big day on the 18th of January. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks. Promoting the event with you, jumping on and talking more and more about it. It'd be great to review last year's event, maybe to have a few of the athletes that are going to be over here for the event on the podcast, sharing their thoughts. Maybe they've got some strategy that they're developing. I know Ryan Bowen has been training. He's in his biggest and best form ever. So it'd be really cool to hear more from him. I know you were talking to him the other day on the podcast. So it'd be really cool to see how he's thinking about this event and where he thinks his chances of victory and walking away with the check lie. Is he going to play the attrition game? Is he going to try and get that $5,000, or has he got $2,500 in the back of his mind? How are these top guys thinking about it? And who are the X factors? I think that's also something that's really cool to discuss, because we've got Mate Arangi coming all the way from New Zealand. We've got Brett Coots coming over from Victoria. Josh Barker, I see he's back in the gym and looking massive already. So Josh Barker will be over here. Of course, Mario Tambakis will also be here. We've got, and then we've got some up and coming talent that maybe people aren't really aware of. And I know you're talking on the podcast with Neil today about Taryn Broad and Danny Wojciech, for instance. These up and coming knights. Tyler Harrison is another one. I mean, Tyler's strong. He's a strong lad. So we've got some of these some black sheep, that are sitting out there. Dark horses, not black sheep. They're not black sheep, are they? They're dark horses.
Yeah, I guess dark horse is probably more appropriate.
They're dark horses. That maybe people aren't familiar with as some of these bigger names, but these are guys who are very, very strong young men that are on the rise. And I know Danny Wojciech impressed a lot of people at Over the Top. And did I hear he bench pressed nearly 200 kilos the other day? And he's 18 years of age or something crazy. I mean, This is elite level craziness coming from this young man. So he's a very, very strong young man, and we're very, very pleased that he's chosen arm wrestling to be his sport moving forward. And he's a very, very exciting young athlete to keep an eye on. So this could be much in the same way AWE's Grand Prix was the world's first taste of Rickard Borman. This could be a breakthrough moment for somebody like Danny Wojcik.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. Well, we might look at wrapping up there, and we'll be doing a lot more of these shows leading up to the event. And yeah, we'll be reviewing some of the previous footage and hopefully getting some of the guys on that will be featuring at the event. We'll try to get Ryan Bowen back on, Mario Tabakis, Brett Coots, Mata Warigi, even Josh Barker. We can have a chat with him and see who else is coming along. And if you are coming along, let us know. Fill out the registration form on the website, awearmwrestling.com. And let us know that you will be in attendance, and it should be a great day. Any final thoughts, Dave?
Oh, I think any of those people that are actually registering who we might not have met yet, it'd be even fun to have them on the podcast. So,
Yeah.
if you're registering and we've not had the chance to see you on the tables yet, and you've been doing great things in your club, or maybe this is your first big event, then we would love to hear from you. We'd love to have you on the podcast as well, and it'd be great to have a chat to you to see how you're thinking about the event, what your preparations like, and what you think your chances might be of walking away with one of the big cash prizes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back again sometime this week. And Dave Stockbridge with the double biceps there. We'll have to get the double biceps. It is in the contract. If you read the fine print, it is there. But we shall see you guys again next time.